Evil does not exist. Evil is disharmony between existences. urSu the Master is always remembered and mentioned whenever we speak of Gen. He saved him, he raised him, he instructed him, and he became a very strong mentor. But many often forget that urSu was not alone in commanding this responsibility, because he was forever joined by a close companion and a very powerful master in his own way, urZah, the ritual guardian. urZah was a very unique and deep urRu who spoke only in literal riddles, causing all who listened to decipher even the simplest sentence. This stemmed from his unusually vast forms of meditative practices. In fact, meditation was so ingrained into his existence that his entire body was etched with thought spirals, but where the other urRu only had them on their faces, his encompassed his entire body. urZah was also an extremely gifted sand painter, using various elements such as amethyst, opal, agate, onyx, and chalcedony, which were ground down into fine powders and arranged in stunningly intricate and ancient patterns. He utilized these art pieces to produce conduits of spiral energy called master time spirals, and to compose and reveal prophecies spoken by Thra herself. Because of his constant deep thought, he also evolved his thinking to a level which some might consider eccentric or even bizarre. For instance, he was one of the only urRu who thought music to be an unnecessary distraction, even calling all wind instruments slaves to the air. And very interestingly, he even still wore an unaltered Abiran Ariba on his prayer stick, this of course being the official symbol of the Skeksis after the Great Division. All of the urRu still wore them as well, but modified to separate themselves from the evil symbology. urZah's, however, was an original piece. All of these notions, teachings, and ideas were passed down through him to Gen. Meditation, deep thought, wisdoms of the world, how to understand things and why he should understand them, and most importantly, the value of listening rather than speaking. And when urSu the Master finally passed away, it was urZah who prepared his funeral. He knew that it was now time for Gen's great quest, and before he left to find Agra, urZah bestowed upon him one last gift. Breaking 3 vases, each containing earth, water, and air, urZah instructed Gen to become one with all of them. A truly simple lesson, but perhaps one of the most meaningful, as it meant becoming one with everything around him, one with the planet, and through that path he could find all answers to all questions. And as Gen departed, urZah refused to answer any of those questions, teaching that approaching a situation with questions rather than answers was part of his quest, and vital for spiritual growth. For Gen was not going to fight evil. Evil does not exist. Gen was going to cure the disharmony between existences. Acting out the will of Thra, brave Gen was able to follow this path of success laid before him by his masters, completing his noble quest. And as the urRu finally returned to the Crystal Castle once again, their old hearts warmed as they saw the great crystal healed at long last, restoring balance and order to the planet. Although the master and savior urSu was sadly never able to rejoin his life as an urskek, knowing that urZah found his way is just as meaningful. For all of his many trying of meditation, creation, and teaching, Thra blessed him with the harmony that he had helped to produce. And like one of his intricate sand paintings, he became one with Thra again.